Alright, what is up, everyone? Just doing a little bit of pre-market analysis, posting in my journals here, looking at this daily model. And yeah, in just a second, we'll jump down to lower time frame charts and take a look at what we got going on. But I want to show you these two models that I just framed. So yo, what up, suspect? How's it going? Yeah, hang on, I'm just in the middle of framing this for my journal as a possible model, right? It's not necessarily for sure, like, we don't know, but obviously, but I just like to have, possibilities outlined, right? Accumulation, manipulation, we got SMT at the lows. Screenshot this. And I'm going to show you the other. So I framed two versions of this model, right? We have this one. And then we have. So we have this change state delivery, right? You can see we backtest that. Note how, so I'm noting basically this is going to be the Monday open. So 18 o'clock when Monday opens, that's going to be like 8:30 for New York. You know how you want to see the entry, the optimal entry is going to dip right below 8:30. And same with for the optimal entry for the day. The optimal entry for the day is going to dip below midnight. The optimal entry for the week is going to dip below the opening price on Monday. So you can see that's exactly what happened here, right? We dip into the change state delivery once, twice, and then we expand. So let's go ahead and, oh, I forgot to put the date on this. July 29th, 2025, 8:32 EST. Okay. 8:32 AM. Alright, let's go back and see if anyone said anything. Yeah, anyway, good morning, everyone. What up, Corn? All these people I've never seen before. What's up, man? We're ready? We're locked in? Let's do this. Right? So I was just framing this model, this possible model, right? We don't know for sure what's going to happen, but I like framing possibilities. I like this 1 hour change state delivery. And if I measure this manipulation move here, we are at this first standard deviation. So it's possible that we get a retracement off of this, especially because we do have SMT with this high here. So first standard deviation right there, bang. Hit right from, guys, where? Right from OTE of the flow state model, right? We come up, hit OTE of the flow state model, hit the change state delivery, hit the first standard deviation. Nice, man. Dude, good stuff. Where in Asia? It's always so cool to hear where people are from, because it's crazy. People are from, literally all over the world. Genuinely so cool. So we do have bearish SMT, but we're super bullish. We have to take that into account. Let's drop down to the lower time frame, see what we got going on here. Lower time frame, still have this bearish SMT. I like that, the bearish SMT is nice because it feels like we're pretty early to it, right? This is a more recently formed SMT. And so I haven't made a video about this, but I'm going to. The more recent an SMT, honestly, the better it is. Because when you have a more recent SMT, you're getting in right as the SMT is forming. Nice, man. Thailand, that's so cool. Are you in the Discord? You should join the Discord if you're not already. How about your morning? What do you mean? Like, what time is it for me? It's 6:35 a.m. So I'm in Mountain Time, but my brain deals in Eastern time because like as traders we got to think in Eastern time, because I mean the markets kind of revolve around it. So yeah, we do have S&T with this high, right? And we've swept it. Definitely a thought, right? We've swept this high. We have S&T with it. And now we have another bearish S&T here. I wonder if this is a significant high, or like Asia or previous day's high. Oh yeah, wow. S&T with previous day's high. Monday open is Monday opens right here. And where's midnight? Monday open. Midnight. I might just call it Monday, to be honest. Actually, nah, it doesn't make sense. I'll just have it be Monday open. Monday open. Midnight. Here. Bang. So we also have another very tiny bearish S&T here. So this is previous day's high S&T. Yeah, we have the S&T here. I don't know. Market's so bullish, we really do have to be very careful. But I think, we're in this. We filled this first standard deviation. I think, we could draw down to these low resistance lows. And if I measure out this range here, oh wow, the liquidity is down here. Wow, there's actually not that much liquidity in there at all. Okay, that's good to know, right? We got a massive liquidity pool right here. And this is right below the new day opening gap. Right? This one. Let's just bring this over here. Okay. So previous day's high S&T, then we have a little baby S&T right here. We have midnight here. We have Monday here. Trying to keep the chart clean, right? Once again, I like this liquidity pool. Got low resistance lows right here. Unfortunately, we don't really have a higher time frame PD array to use. Well, unless does S&P have a rejection block? Let's see. S&P has, well, not really. Daily chart, let's look. S&P, we're in premium for value gap, 4 hour. we could get a 4-hour CRT, right? We have 1 hour and 20 minutes. If we get this 4-hour CRT and it's with previous day's high, guys, we could get a sniper trade because we'll have 2 confluences, right? We'll have CRT, previous day's high SMT. We could probably actually get a really sniper trade if we got this CRT, because, you know, when we get it with a previous day's high SMT, you know, that's gonna be really, really nice actually. So we could trade. What I'm saying is we could trade this 4-hour candle range back down lower and get a sniper entry if this SMT holds and the CRT holds. So we'll see. Alright. One watching, let's go. Lost a sub. Okay. A lot of low resistance lows here. Right? I want to kind of wait for this 4-hour candle to close, because if this 4-hour candle closes like this, we can trade the next 4-hour candle to go lower, because this will be a 4-hour CRT. Watching the 1 hour, right? We also have SMT with YM. So right now I'm doing nothing. I'm curious, what does our stat map look like, right? For the day. Yeah, man, we just hit the daily statistical manipulation level here. It's actually a pretty nice confluence. So, right, we've tapped this daily statistical manipulation level. So, yeah, I really want to see how this 4-hour candle closes. We have however many minutes. Let's get out the giant candle. I never use this, but I want to see how this 4-hour candle closes. Can we close with it with a bearish doji? Because if so, then we'll get a 4-hour CRT. So that's what I want to see right now, is are we going to close a 4-hour doji? Right, statistical manipulation level hit. So where's our statistical distribution level for the day, right? So statistical distribution, that is just absurd. I don't know if we'll go down there, man. That would be crazy. Because also, just keep in mind, like, higher time frames bullish. So, but the reason that I'm looking at this is because we are at this first standard deviation. So it's possible we get a retracement, possibly at least to this low resistance liquidity. Because if we are bullish, we'll probably manipulate midnight at least, or maybe even the Monday open before going higher. Could be wrong. So anyway, there's the daily distribution level, right? We have quite a big liquidity pool here, right? Decent sized. It's kind of far down. I'm not gonna be looking at that probably. Yeah, liquidity pool here. This could end up being the manipulation leg, right? Why did it do that, dude? So it's possible this could be the manipulation leg. If so, this could be a 1 hour, 5-minute model. And then 2, 3, 4. I don't want to necessarily draw it out because I don't feel like it's a little too premature to, but maybe. Let's just draw it out. You never know. We could end up getting it, and then it would be so cool to say, yeah, we framed the entire model before. So. Right. What is this? Is this a session low? PM? Yeah. PM low right here. Alright. So I'm going to frame this out as a possible model. Maybe. What up, random guy? This is extremely speculative, by the way, so just keep that in mind. Like, I'm just totally being speculating right now. But I'm framing a possible model because this is a giant previous day's high SMT. So, and we also hit the daily statistical manipulation level. So I want to see how this 4 hour, that's why I have this 4 hour candle here. I want to see how that closes, right? So I'm going to screenshot this whole thing and say, this is just super speculative. Yeah, don't take it with a grain of salt because we're so bullish, Yeah, it's pretty speculative. But you know what? Every time we mark out and we mark out a model, we get a little better. So one thing that, hey, what up, Javier? So this is extremely speculative, right? Do not take this to the bank. But especially because we're so bullish, right? But we do have an S&T with previous day's high, and we swept out this low. I mean, swept out this high, and we hit the statistical daily manipulation level. And if I go to the higher time frame, so this daily 1 hour model, accumulation, manipulation into the daily gap, change state delivery, you can see that we've hit the first standard deviation. So I could see a retracement off of this, right? That's just like, common sense to me, right? Is we hit this first standard deviation, we can get a retracement. And if you measure it out like this, right? You can measure out this change state delivery, we hit the second standard deviation. So once again, though, don't take it to the bank because we are super bullish. We got to be very, very careful, right? I'm watching how this 4 hour candle closes because if this 4 hour candle closes like this, like a doji, then that will be a 4 hour CRT, and then we could go on the lower time frame and possibly trade that 4 hour candle back down lower, the next one, the 10 a.m. one, right? So another thing that I want to see, another thing is, technically, this could end up being a 15-minute change state delivery here. That might be nice. Actually, you know what? I really like this. We got previous day's high S&T. That's very strong. The only thing I would say is it's a little early. We don't have this 4 hour candle close. And to be honest, I think that we'll retest OTE, right? I'm going to also mark this out here. So I'm not going to do anything just yet. It's just an observation, right? We don't want to jump into anything, especially when, we're super bullish on the higher time frame. But previous day's S&T is very strong, right? That's very strong. And honestly, I'm definitely considering it, right? We have 5 minutes till this closes. I bet you OTE is going to be sniper entry, to be honest. I say the move is put a limit order at the change state delivery. I think we're going to close a little too low. I would want to see a retest. But I actually think this retest will be pretty good because we have such good low resistance lows here. Now, we are going down pretty aggressively here. Right. Okay, I'm going to mark this out as a possible 15-minute change state delivery now, right? I do like this a lot. I would almost consider, actually, I might just enter on the close. It's got good momentum, and we've got good liquidity below. But it kind of depends. If we close and it looks like we're going to retest it, then I might not. Once again, we have 4 minutes. And also, it's kind of scary, because this 4 hour candle has not closed. But honestly, I really like it. I really do. Phoenix model? I didn't see a rejection block. Like, I was thinking the same thing, though. But I didn't see a rejection block. 6:56 a.m. EST, July. This 15-minute looks nice. I wonder, will we need to see an hourly change state delivery? Ooh, this will be the hourly change state delivery is clean. Oh man, the hourly change state delivery is clean, guys. This is clean. I mean, you could probably I bet you this will probably hit 8 to 1, to be honest. Yeah, look at the 8th standard deviation. We have it all the way down there. I might take the hourly and then leave runners to go to the 8th, dude. I'm not even gonna lie, I actually like that. I think that I'm gonna take this, man. This is really clean. With good previous day's high S&T. 1 hour is gonna close in 2 minutes. The only thing I'm wondering is, you know, maybe we enter on the retest, right? We probably should just enter on the retest. I mean, we'll almost certainly retest it, right? How could we not retest it, dude? Let's just enter on the retest. I think that's the disciplined thing to do. I mean, we do have a fair value gap here, so I feel like we should retest it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to enter on the retest. Hopefully that's not a mistake. I'm bearish. Like, yeah, I'll enter on the retest. I see nothing personally wrong with this. I think we could get pretty good RR on this, to be honest. So we got 1 minute. How many contracts would this be? This would be 3 contracts. So how could we organize this so it makes sense, right? Once again, this you know what else is 15-minute change to delivery. We do have a 4-hour key level. We have a 4-hour fair value gap on the S&P. So this is still, there is a wait, we need a daily key level, huh? Well, I think it's fine. Hourly is going to change to delivery. So, yeah, I'm going to put a limit order for 3 contracts right at 23,582 if we get the change to delivery. $13 seconds. Well, let me switch my screen. Okay, we got it. I'm going to put the limit order in. I can't switch my screen right now. It's not letting me. Okay, I gotta figure out how to switch the screen now. Okay, so I put a limit order in here. Once again, why? Because that's the 1 hour change state delivery. And we closed very nicely with proof stays S&T. So I'm very content with this trade, right? You know, I could have just entered on the close, but I think we'll retest it. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 off at the 2nd standard deviation, and then 1 off at the 4th. So I'll do 2. Come on, man. We gotta retest it, right? No way we don't retest it. That'd be crazy. I'm just gonna keep the limit order in. If we don't retest it, that sucks. But I think the disciplined thing to do is just enter on the retest, in my opinion. Well, then again, it's like the same thing. Inside 1 hour busy. I like this one better than yesterday though because we have previous day's high SMT. I like this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do TP1. Might get filled here. Okay, I just got filled.
Order filled.
I'm not gonna go break even because I have conviction that this 1 hour change day delivery, if it's gonna play out, it should play out. But once TP1 gets hit, I'm gonna do a trail. And then the other half will go off at the 4th. Or no, I'll do yeah, maybe I'll get wrecked, man. To be determined, I guess. So once again, TP1, I'll go 1, and then the other 2 will going to go off here. I mean, the thing I like about it is it's got previous day's high SMT, and that's very strong. And then what I'm going to do is on the last one, I'm just going to see if it runs. And then, Okay, so you guys can't see my screen. Whoops. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. We hit this daily statistical manipulation level. So, if this ends up being bearish, right? If we do previous day's high SMT, then I feel like it would just dump, right? So I mean, this is not, to me, this is not a 1 hour BSC. I see this more as void. But, I don't know. I mean, the reason I like this is because I know smart money is gonna like this trade because it's a tight change day delivery, and we have previously high S&T. Can I have your opinion on the 5-minute chart? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing stands out to me on the 5-minute. I mean, I think this one's way better than yesterday, so. And we do have, yeah, we're at this first standard deviation, so that's kind of my thought process is we're at the first standard deviation, honestly kind of expecting a retrace, right? I might actually just do, okay, we got to put my limit orders in. Yeah, I'm just doing what I think, man. 23,521. So, I mean, we have good low resistance lows down there. Is that actually the second step? Why is that so far away? That can't be right. 23,522. It's actually that far away. Oh my. That's crazy. Where is that daily distribution level? So what I'm going to do is if this TP2 gets hit, I will instantly trail this one very aggressively because, the chance is not like negligible that we could just instantly dump all the way down to the daily distribution level, and I'd rather, just trail it instead. So that's what I'm going to do, right? If the second TP can get hit, then I would just trail this very aggressively and just run it down and see if the stop run just delivers me to the daily to the daily bearish distribution level. That's what I would do. Oh, I'm now realizing I just did. Whoops, I gotta do. Okay, 23,523. I mean, we have previous day's high previous day's high SMT. This is a good sweep. We're above midnight. We're delivering from the daily bearish manipulation level. This is a really nice 1 hour change to delivery. I think this is a lot better than yesterday's personally, but you know, if I'm wrong, then I'm gonna learn from it. So 23,523. Okay, 23,523. 23,460. Once again, I'm just gonna do what I think's best. I just gotta do me, man. What do you mean by the most honest analysis ever? I'm so curious what you mean by that. Yeah, I just say what I think, dude. And then yeah, like I said, guys, TP2 trail, I will just trail it down and see how far I can run it on the last con if we can get it, right? And once again, I could honestly step away from the chart and just leave and not care what happens at this point, to be honest. Because I like this trade, and you guys gotta, you know, take trades that you like and then move on. Can this switch? Okay. So yeah, I could honestly just leave. 1. I'm just gonna go get some water. That's that's fine. I mean, it's a nice 1 hour change day delivery, and we're delivering from the daily manipulation level. We have previous day's high S&T. We're above midnight. We've got low resistance lows. We hit that first standard deviation of the model. That's usually when we see our first retracement is the first standard deviation. But I don't know. Like, guys, I'm at the point where I just show up and I execute something I like. It is that simple. Like, I don't even feel emotion at this point. Like, I genuinely just am here to just trade something I like and not really care what anyone thinks about it. We're just, I just gotta, take trades and execute. Just for fun though, we're let's place a limit order at OTE on demo. Just to practice the OTE entry, right? In case we get it. I want to just, practice the entry. Nice. Yeah, guys, at the end of the day, like, I know I've been losing a lot, but I'm just here to trade stuff that I like. Yeah, obviously, like I want it to hit, but, I'm just here to just execute based off of what I think is a good trade, So this is just practice. But I'm gonna switch my screen. We might have to sweep the high again, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, you guys might be right. We might have to sweep, because what might happen, right? What would probably be really annoying that might happen is um this SMT is gonna stay, but we're gonna sweep the high again. I'm already in the trade, dude. I'm not changing it. I already pressed the button. You can't. I'm not changing the trade, dude. But it's an hourly change of state of delivery, so I think it's a pretty strong change of state of delivery. Man, I could be wrong, but yeah, it's a lesson learned, I guess. Oh yeah. I want to practice, in case we get this, right? I want to practice entering at OTE of the manipulation leg. You know, if we get this, you know, it's just more practice, right? I think it's very possible that we do hit OTE. You know what? That's probably what's going to happen. Should probably... I don't want to change a trade, though. We're probably going to run all those highs, huh? I think, you know what? I think we're going to run those low resistance highs and then sweep the high again. Yeah, it literally looks like a 2022 model, huh? Oh my. I actually think I'm totally offside. Look, 2022 model, dude. This is a 2022 model. I'm going to get out, dude. I think I'm totally offside. I don't want to do that though. But I do think I'm offside. Shoot, man. I don't want to take a trade based off emotion, but I do think this is wrong. Because look at this. Okay, yeah. I'm going to get out. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is a 2020. I'm going against the 2022 model.
Order filled.
See, this fair value gap is in the fair value gap partition. So we're going to probably expand. I got out because I genuinely do believe that this is, I think this is 2022 model. Like almost 100% chance. Because we swept out the low fair value gap in the fair value gap partition. So genuinely, I think that I was just, totally wrong. Yeah, you can see how wrong I was. Yeah, I was see. Yeah. So that's why I got out. Okay. Right, you guys saw that fair value gap in the fair value gap partition, right? That's why I like gold block levels. Very, very glad that I actually, I normally I don't want to do that, but I genuinely think that was wrong. I genuinely think that was just wrong of me. I mean, look at that. This was just obviously, I was obvious. So that I actually have a rule. Like, it's one thing to not change a trade, but it's another thing if it's an invalid trade. This is literally against the 2022 model. This is against, like, this is totally invalid, dude. So yeah, you can see how I just get wrecked. Yeah, I'm watching OTE, right? Of that 1 hour change day delivery. Normally I would not do that, but I don't know. That just I could just you just kind of have instinct that that's just wrong. That was a clean 2022 model. I was tempted to just, inverse my trade, but I felt like that would be kind of undisciplined. You know what I mean? Like that'd just be kind of reckless. So I'm gonna go on a 5 minute walk because, you know, yeah, I'm gonna treat that as a break even. It was like barely tiny loss, but I'm gonna treat it like a break even because I know that was a weird situation, but and that normally wouldn't happen, but I could tell I was offside instantly. Like that was not good. I think that was actually the disciplined thing to do. I know normally I say don't change my trade, but like genuinely, it's very obvious. This is a 2022 model, right? We swept out the low, we broke the high, and then we hit this gap, and it was right in that fair value gap partition. So I actually do think that that was probably the disciplined thing to do, even though I know I say don't change trades. It's just like that. That's just so obviously in the fair value gap partition. You can't, this is obviously a 2022. Nice, dude. Nice. So I'm going to go on my rule is anywhere 2 to 5 minute walk. So I'm going to go on a 2 to 5 minute walk. I'm going to consider that a break even, right? And I'm just going to go on a walk real quick. I'm trying to be disciplined. I'm trying to be smart. Really? That's awesome, man. Yeah, I genuinely was trying to do the discipline thing, right? Because I think that was I think that was just I think that was the discipline thing to do. I don't know though. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard to. That's one reason though I really like streaming is because it forces me to be accountable, right? Like I can't ever go on tilt if I'm streaming because genuinely, I'm streaming. Like that would be so embarrassing, right? So I'm gonna go on a walk. Get my phone out and go set a timer. Set a timer for 3 minutes. So we have a 1 hour gap, 5 minute change of state of delivery. So I'm gonna end the timer. We have a 1 hour gap, 5 minute change of state of delivery, and 1 hour gap, 5 minute change of state of delivery, right? Howard time frame is incredibly bullish. One-hour gap. I think you just got to be careful taking shorts, dude. I think so. What I'm probably thinking is I like this 5 minute change state delivery. Okay, I'm gonna do 6. 6. I feel like it might be too late now. I don't wanna, nah, it's too late, it's too late. If we retest it, If we retest it though, I want to stop at the low. Well, technically we're within this wick. So technically this is valid as a retest, right? Oh, technically, actually, this is a 1 minute for buy gap. So I'm just going to put a order in the 1 minute for buy gap. Okay, I have a buy limit in the 1 minute for buy gap. And yeah, I'm just gonna consider this a change state delivery retest, right? That's what I'm gonna consider it. And then I'm going to 1 hour for buy gap. And then 5 minute change state delivery. So when we hit this high, I'll go break even. Okay, I went break even. I'm going break even. And then I'm gonna take at least 2 off here.
Order filled.
Okay, 2 off at the first. I did 2 off at the first. I'm gonna do 2 off at the second, and then 2 off at the fourth. Whoops. Yeah, TP1 was hit. So I'm going to do 2 off at the second. And then I'm going to trail it. I'll trail it to here after we hit TP2. And I'm leaving the rest to go the fourth. So I did 2 off here, 2 off here. And I'm going to leave the rest to go the fourth. So 23,639. It could. It could go break even, to be honest. Alright.
Stop filled.
Dang, man. Maybe I shouldn't have gone break even, dude. So another trade there. Maybe I shouldn't have gone break even. Yeah, this is gonna hit now, huh? So, okay. So I only got, you know, dang, man. I barely got stopped at break even. I maybe should just not have done break even. Well, now I'm supposed to be done for the day, right? Because that's 2 trades. I'm supposed to only do 2 trades max. It's kind of annoying though, because genuinely I knew this move was coming, right? I think this is where I just have to close off the charts. Yeah, I'm obviously a little upset because I feel like I managed the position a little badly. But, it's better than taking a loss today, I will admit. So I think I'm just going to close the charts here. It's better than taking a loss. Yeah, man. I feel like I did it right. Besides, I think I should have had my actual stop loss at break even, because what happened, right? If you go look at the trade, what happened? 5-minute change state delivery occurs, and I had my stop loss here, not at break even, and that's why I got stopped out. So maybe I should have just kept it at break even, but I don't know, just kind of unlucky. Yeah, I think this is where you just kind of have to close off the charts, because, yeah, just not a well-managed position. Obviously, I wish I just didn't go break even, because I feel like this was a pretty high conviction one, right? I feel like you wouldn't need to go. Well, actually, nah, I think break even was fine, now that I think about it. I don't know, I'll journal both of them, but I do think I do need to be done now. Unfortunately, that was literally only right? I only got 1/3 of an R because I only got TP1. But you know what? One day at a time. And then, so yeah, I'm going to be done now because I kind of have to be. I took 2 trades. Dang it. But guess what? In the long run, right? Going in with this mindset every day of I'm only going to take 2 trades and be done, that's what's going to lead to success. So, obviously I'm frustrated because this genuinely would have smacked TP2 and probably TP3. And I would have trailed, obviously. Let's go! So, yeah, obviously I'm a little disappointed because I mismanaged the position. I should not have gone break even. Or if I was going break even, I should have had my actual stop loss at break even. But you know what, guys? We actually did not take a loss today, which is fantastic. I'm very happy with not taking a loss. So, yeah, let's just close. I'm going to close off this here. So, a couple things I learned from this, right, are we got to be extremely careful I'm at break. When I set something to break even, it should be as close to actual break even as possible. Well, it's nice to have it slightly in profit because then if it's your only trade of the day, then it's not showing a negative balance. Because psychologically, I hate negative balances. I think the thing about this one was, I don't know. I'm gonna think about it and journal it. I'm not exactly sure if that what I did was right or wrong, but I'm glad that I did not take the short. I'm glad I got out of that. I'm disappointed that I didn't hold the runner, but it's fine. Well, I'm not. It's not that I didn't hold the runner, but that I, you know. Anyway, so I am going to close the chart here. Not having a loss is always a good thing. I really do think I did the discipline thing there, even though I try not to change trades. It was just totally invalid. We were going against the 2022 model. And to be honest, I wish I saw this initial 2022 model because this would have been awesome, right? This would have been at least 3R, right? And you would have no risk of break even. This would have been the trade of the day. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I really do think I did the discipline thing. I know I say never change trades, but when I saw that 2022 model aligned with that fair value gap partition for the Goldbach levels, I was like, I'm so offside, dude. I was like, I'm so offside. Okay, I'm gonna close this. So yeah, I think what I did was disciplined. But yeah. Anyway, 2022, man. 2022. When you know what you're looking for, it can be really nice. Wow, man. This would be 3R, 3.5R. Yeah, guys, it's okay. But yeah, I did only get 0.3R on that, or like 0.33R or something. It's fine. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Nice, nice. I don't even know what to call it. Oh, random guy, how did you not get break even? Yeah. So trade number 1 was break even. Right. Took a short, was offside. Trade number 2, hit 1/3 RR. Oh yeah. You know, the thing about trading is we want it to be completely, objective, but the reality is sometimes there's areas of gray. Like, obviously, I would prefer to just always take a trade and then never change it. But I think you got to make exceptions when you see something like this, where we have that very, very obvious 2022 model. Very, very obvious. Like, liquidity sweep, break a structure, 2022 gap. And it's perfectly sitting in that Goldbach partition, right? That fair value gap partition. Also, guys, check this out, right? From the fair value gap partition, we go right to the high of the dealing range perfectly. This was amazing, man. Jeesh. That's crazy. You see that? There's no denying it, man. Goldbach levels, man. I think I did the right thing. No, I did do the right thing. I did. That's perfection, man. That's perfection. What would the RR on this be? Jeez. Seven to 1, dude. Yeah, crazy. So yeah, this is why I say 2 trades max a day, because, I'm at the point where I'm probably, gonna take something lower probability now if I took another trade. So, and I don't want to go into a mania spree. I just take a whole bunch of crazy trades. I just think I have to be very intentional when I'm trading. We still have this SMT. We still have this SMT. So second standard deviation was hit. Will we go to the 4th or not? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I don't know, man. I feel like, I kind of want to keep trading, but I feel like you gotta follow your rules. You got obviously, so I'm not gonna do that. Like, literally, I keep trading now. If I keep trading, breaking my rules once is going to lead to happening again, and then, one day it's just going to lead to full tilt, and you just got to make sure you're careful. What are you playing? Random guy. What is this? Wordle? Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's news. Yeah, guys, I think now I gotta stick to my 2 trades a day because it's otherwise, I'm gonna go on a tilt, and that's just I can't go on a tilt ever again. I can't. Like, I genuinely I want it to be impossible. It should be impossible. No, it is impossible. It is impossible. I mean, I haven't gone on a tilt in a very long time, so very happy about that. I mean, but the second you say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep trading," it's just like tilt central, So, but I think it's nice to keep trading on demo. So, I say let's pull up Tradovate here. Oh, we could have taken this 5-minute inversion on demo. That would have been nice. Yeah, dude, we are gonna dump. We are so gonna dump. See, told you, bearish, right? 1 hour change delivery. Man, I was right. We just got that manipulation first. Right? This is very clearly manipulation now. When's news? $10 a.m. It's just frustrating because, I know today's a good day to trade, right? Tomorrow, we're going to have FOMC, and it's just going to be tomorrow morning is going to be crap to trade, But I also know, realistically, what's the smart thing to do? Just be done. I hate that I'm even contemplating continuing to trade because I feel like I know better than that. Oh wow, there's 7 people watching. Yeah, guys, so the trade we took, pretty simple. So here's the trade, right? 1 hour fair value gap. Right? This is very simple. My grandma could have caught this. 1 hour fair value gap. Liquidity sweep. Very obvious accumulation range. So, liquidity sweep. 1 hour fair value gap. Whoops. 1 hour for value gap, 5-minute change to delivery, right? And then, unfortunately, I only hit TP1 and got stopped at break even, and so I got, terrible RR, but, at least I did not take a loss today, really. But you can see this hit second standard deviation as well, and that was my TP2. So, yeah. It took this, basically change state delivery close. Right. 1 hour for value gap, 5-minute change state delivery. What's your first percent for value gap? Oh, we should look at that. Yeah, that first percent for value gap held nicely. What do you mean? What do you mean by what's your first percent for value gap? Is it not the same for you? So guys, pay attention to this first percent for value gap because we might end up backtesting this, very possibly. This is something where, you know, we will probably get a pretty high RR trade off of this, right? When we retest this inversion, this will probably be a really high RR trade. I genuinely, like, I want to take this so bad, but nah. Gotta be disciplined, man. So once again, SMT here. So yeah, I think this will probably hit like crazy RR. We got such nice low resistance liquidity, man. Okay, I'm actually kind of tempted. Oh, I'm getting serious temptations, dude. But I know if I, like, this is such a good trade, but I know if I take it, like, it's breaking, like, my... No, I feel like, no, the golden rule is always no more than $200 drawdown, right? I think as long as I don't break that rule, I'm fine. I really like this because we got such good LRLR and equal lows. I think I'm going to take it, dude. I think this is the right move, actually. Why is my Discord going crazy? Yeah, I genuinely, I just got to follow my heart here, and I think that this is a really fantastic trade. So... yeah, I'm going to follow my heart here. I'm just going to take it. Once again, my golden rule is always I can't lose more than $200 in drawdown per account, right? That is the golden rule. That is the absolute, like, if I break that rule, if I took an, like, I'd have to go into my accounts and I would have to alter them. I would have to literally, like, change the liquidation settings, and I'm never doing that. I'm never doing that. What was that, dude? Okay, I'm gonna open up Tradevate. Once again, I still like this. We have such good LRLR. This is worth the risk, in my opinion. Just gotta trust my heart here. 5 contracts. Let's go, Haney. Okay, so I'm going to enter 5 contracts. And this should be at 23,601. So 55. And then buy stop. Let's put one in just in case. Right? Where is it supposed to be? 23,621. Okay. Okay, and then what? And then I'll do just, I'll scale out. So I'll do. Yeah, but we got. we got LRLR below. Should I not take it? I mean, this is a very nice, very clear S&T. 10 a.m. news. Okay, I'm gonna not take it then. I'm gonna not take it. I'm not gonna take it. Do you guys think I should take it? What do you mean? Wait, what? Okay, I'm so confused. Yeah, 10 a.m. news. There we go. Okay, I'm not doing anything. Alright, I'm just, my hand's off the chart here. Like I always say though, my number one rule is literally no more than $200 drawdown per account. Alright. Hands off the chart. One hour busy is holding. Okay. Let's switch to the other screen. I think Hyper's onto something here because 1 hour busy in high time frame we are bullish. Yeah, I think Hyper's onto something here because 1 hour busy is holding, and we look like we just swept out the lows here of this range. So actually, I think it'd be better to take a flow state out of this. Oh, how did that 4 hour candle close? 4 hour candle wicked out the high, guys. Now, I don't know if that actually means anything because higher time frame is so bullish, we might just keep expanding. It's probably what's going to happen. I actually don't know if that CRT is going to mean much. But then again, we have SMT with it. I feel like either can happen, to be honest. I'd probably lean bullish though because everyone's gonna be trying to short because you would think, okay, SMT, CRT, we gotta go lower, but higher time frame never being bullish, it never actually provides these short opportunities. Like it's like a, it's a fake. It's a lie. It's a lie, right? Especially because look at this SMT. Ooh, that bullish SMT though. Oh, that's nice, dude. Yeah, I think this is actually the right thing to do, to be honest. I think the right thing to do is literally just like, as long as I don't hit that 200, when I hit that $200 drawdown, I'm done. And then when I decide that I think I shouldn't be trading anymore, I'm done. I think that's fine. I think that's totally disciplined. So, yeah, just, as long as when I hit that 200 drawdown, I'm done. Or I have a daily profit limit too. Like if I hit $700 per account, like I'd be done. That's never happened to me before, but if it did happen, that'd be cool. So I'm gonna keep going. I think, I just have to trust myself, and I think this is actually the correct thing to do. So definitely interesting situation because we do have low resistance lows here, right? Because we might end up getting double SMT, stacked SMTs. We might end up with stacked SMTs at the bottom of this fair value gap. Right? Once again, be very careful shorting at all-time highs. I asked you the first percent for value gap because I think it's at 937, or you can it me more because I took a trade after inversing it. 937? Oh yeah, this one's not the first. This one's not even the first presented. Nah, I'm stupid. I'm actually kind of dumb. Yeah, 937. We inverse it. That was nice, man. You took that? Yes, sir. Yes, Haney. Yes, you are, Haney. I want to see SMT with this. But right, I do think that we could get accumulation, manipulation of these lows with SMT. I really don't see smart money shorting, to be honest, actually. The more we think about it, it's surprising. It'd be surprising if it was that way. If it would be surprising to me if they shorted, Then again, I guess we're at the first standard deviation, which, once again, right? If I measure out this higher time frame model, we are at that first standard deviation. Like if I measure this was the change state of delivery, and we hit that first standard deviation. So we actually might end up retracing here, Still though, I feel like I'd lean bullish. What up, coolest kid? So we just got another SMT, stacked SMTs here. Yeah, I took a trade. It was I took it hit TP1, but I stopped that break even on the rest. And I took another trade that I realized that I messed up, and I instantly got rid of it. So it was basically break even. London. I don't think we're going to go to London lows because, let's see. I think S&P took London lows. S&P took London lows. So I don't think we're going to go to London lows because we have SMT, where S&P already took the London lows. Okay, I like this inversion, to be honest. If we get this inversion, I like this inversion. We have stacked SMTs. Do we have a new day opening gap? New week opening gap? Only thing is, there's not an obvious gap. There's not an obvious gap. That's the issue, right? Where's the obvious gap? There's no obvious gap. And I know you can use like multiple candles as one, but this is like 3. It's not like the best thing in the world. I think, I wish I could take this as a flow state. Oh, we should check to see if this is a 15-minute gap. Okay, it is a 15-minute gap. So we can take this with a 1-minute change day delivery. I don't know. I might just take it on the 2-minute if we inverse both of these candles. That's, I don't know. I mean, that seems reasonable to me. What do you think? Yeah, exactly. ES took it out and NQ didn't. I don't know. It's not super obvious. I hate taking trades that aren't obvious. Like, I would love to see 1-minute change day delivery. Would you guys count this as change day delivery? We're backtesting OTE of the minute. This is probably going to be optimal entry right here, right? Because OTE is backtested just now, right? You see that? I'm going to take this on demo. Whoops. But I think it's going to go break even again. What are we thinking? 1-minute change day delivery here, right? Oh my gosh, I gotta turn off Discord. What the heck? Why is Discord buzzing so much? Okay, actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I think this is disciplined. We have stacked SMTs, right? 15-minute for ViGap. Accumulation, manipulation. So I just want to see, all I want to see is our 1-minute CISD retest. That's it, right? I'm not going to enter on the close because I don't think it's ready to run liquidity. Just want to see a 1-minute CISD retest. And then I'll just, target standard deviations. Only thing is, this might end up being a long trade if I do that. Probably fine though. So yeah, 1-minute CISD retest. I'll do 3 contracts. Or actually, I might enter on the close. Just kind of depends. Okay, so I'll do. So I'm doing 3 contracts. So 1, 2, 3. That's how I'm gonna do it. What do you guys think about that, though? Do you think this is right or no? Where'd my OBS go? Yo, G, it's getting late, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Good luck, mate. Yeah, I gotta remember to turn off the notifications for that. Alright, sounds good. See you later, man. And you know why this could be good trade is because 10 a.m. open, right, is right here. And so you'd be entering right below it. So 33. Man, I want to take this as a flow state OT, but I feel like it's just, it's too much in beta for me to try. Like, I feel like it'd just be too risky. I hope that makes sense. Like I just don't know if I want to take it yet. Yeah, I think this is kind of nice because move up. Yeah, if we get the CISD retest, I'll probably take it. Because once again, this is a 5-minute order block, or this will be an order block within the order block partition. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right. I think OTE is gonna hold here. This is on paper. If this hits, this is crazy. Okay, just, for fun. Uh, Only thing, if I take it, I don't want to have to, be watching it throughout the day. Oh, that's a nice. That's a. I guess it's not. I guess it's not amazing. Okay. I wish I took this 2022 gap. Look at this. Look at this, man. Right, we have relatively equal lows, get swept. One minute, 2022 gap. Expansion. Yeah, I might actually just not do anything. Might just be done. I'm gonna close trade of 8 for now. I'm exhausted, dude. I think, I'm trying my best. Obviously, I took this trade. I wish that it didn't go break even, but you know what? It's fine. I might take a break for a second. I might go on a walk. Yeah, I might go on a walk, guys. I think, yeah. I mean, there's definitely a lot of trades that like, there's just so many good ones that I missed. Like this 2022 gap. I can't believe I didn't see that. You guys see how nice this would have been? Right? Giant accumulation range, right? I mean, this is a beautiful trade. I wish I took this. I wish I took this, right? Accumulation, 2022 gap. By the way, this was in the 2022 gold block partition, right? And then you see how nice this was, guys? Oh my gosh. I wish I took this. This would have been genuinely so good. Alright, I'm gonna go on a walk. I want to get to the point where, honestly, I might just establish it. Like, I might genuinely make it so my only rule that I, like, absolutely have to comply to at all times is that, you know, $200 daily drawdown, right? Past that, all the other rules, they're kind of like, you know, advice, but I feel like I have to, at the end of the day, each situation is so unique, I have to follow my heart, so. But the one that I definitely, like, objectively, I will never break is $200 daily drawdown. Because I can't, I'm not ever going on a tilt again. I'm not ever, ever, ever going on a tilt again. But yeah, that's basically kind of how I see it, right? All the other rules, they're just kind of advice. But I gotta follow my heart and follow whatever I actually think is best in the moment. Yeah, I'm kind of getting to the point where I think we're probably not going to get anything else later. Yeah. We might end up running those low resistance lows, but I don't know. Kind of feeling like this 1 hour gap still could hold, especially because it's a breaker. Oh wait, guys, let's take a look at this breaker here. Right, remember the Reaper for value gap? Wonder if this will hold. So far, no. Alright, looking like we're gonna go run those lows. Unless, you know, we could get SMT with them. Once again, I still think you gotta be careful with shorting, to be honest. We still have SMT with just a different low now. We have SMT with this low. We do have a tiny 15-minute gap. Not loving price action right now. I think I'm just not going to do anything here. I personally would just stay away. I was loving price action this morning. I was loving this 1 minute gap. I wish I saw that. Even this one's nice too. Both of these are nice. Break of structure, 2022 gap. We go hit 6RR. Perfectly hit the high of the dealing range. You know, one possibility is we'll get SMT and then we'll inverse this gap. This actually wouldn't be bad. Nice little quick pop off the lows. You know, it's at the bottom of that 1 hour gap. I don't even have Trade of It open right now though. So I don't love it enough to take it to go open Trade of It, but I'm observing it, right? Yeah, I don't think this is good price action, so I'm not taking this for sure. Taking anything now is just dumb. I have to go use the bathroom. Yeah, if I was perfect, guys, I should have caught that as like a 4R, the 2022 fair value gap trade. If I was perfect and I saw that, I definitely should have caught that. Because after seeing that that was perfectly in that fair value gap gold block level zone, right? Remember this gap, this BPR. After seeing this was in that 2022 fair value gap zone, and then seeing the low resistance highs, man, I would have 100% taken this every single time. Like, this is beautiful. This is textbook. Let me wait for it to zoom. Oh, whoops. It's too high of a dealing range. Yeah. Once again, missed another amazing opportunity. Swooping out the lows into the low of the dealing range. fair value gap forms in the fair value gap partition for the 2022 model. And then I'm really starting to get these gold block levels actually a lot, right? We're looking for the fair value gap for the 2022 model to form within the fair value gap partition. I'm really starting to get it. And then we just go perfectly to the high of the dealing range, right? Like I said, if I was a perfect trader, 100% would have saw this and caught it. Unfortunately, I'm not. But definitely would have just scaled out all through here and probably even left a run for the high of the dealing range, and that would have hit perfectly. I mean, this is genuinely a really, really perfect trade. Anyway, like I said, it is what it is. Just one day at a time, we keep getting better. We still have SMT. I really am leaning towards not taking anything. Really would prefer not to at this point. So now we have double SMT. Where 1 and then 2. The opening gaps, ways down. We just took London lows. Oh, we went below midnight. Oh, okay. I actually might take this, guys. We went below midnight, guys. So that tells a lot, right? We went below midnight, and we swept out London lows. That actually says a lot. I actually might need to lock in here. We sweep London with S&T. Below midnight. Only thing is there even a gap? Is there even a fair value gap? I guess, yeah, we still have this 1 hour fair value gap that hasn't been disrespected, right? And technically, it's a 1 hour BPR. Okay, I'm kind of starting to like this a lot. Right, manipulation below midnight, sweeping London's lows with stacked SMTs. This is a really fire trade. Okay. Yeah, if we get this change day delivery, I will enter the 5-minute change state delivery on the retest. That's what I'm going to do. I think this is fantastic. How many, so many confluences. Three contracts. So yeah, so I guess just first, second, and fourth standard deviation. And I honestly, this is one I have conviction, so I'm not even going to go break even. I'm just going to see if this hits or not. That's what I'm going to do. And I am going to enter on the retest, not the close. And yeah, if I have to go, then obviously I'll just set alerts on my phone for when we hit my stop loss or TP. And then fourth. But perfect manipulation below midnight SMT, we sweep at London. That's the exact thing we want to see. Genuinely beautiful. You could even take this on the close. I'll probably just take the retest personally. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? No one said anything. I like it. I could enter on the close, maybe. Right? Accumulation. This is clean. This is so clean. GP1. So clean, man. I would almost want to, take all off at the fourth, but I'm not going to do that. But I am just going to hold and not go break even, because I think this should hit. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a good trade or no? Stacked SMTs, dip below midnight, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Okay, if we get, I'm gonna take this. I actually might enter on the close. I might be dumb. Because we could hit OTE. Yeah. You know what might happen right now? Is we might end up going down to OTE right now. Okay, this is a beautiful flow state OTE, right? My gut is telling me that this is 100% going to be a turtle soup. Like, I know this is going to be turtle soup. I'm not going to do anything. It's going to be turtle soup, though. Like, I want to enter one con here. Oh, you know what you could do is, if you want to get better RR, maybe take this inversion. Tanja's in a short. I think if we get this inversion, I'm gonna take it, and then I'm gonna instead of taking this as a, the regular version of the trade, I'm gonna take this as an inverse fair value gap on the low time frame. So 6. Oh shoot. Okay, no external gap. We will be going into the macro as well. Okay. I'm going to enter this if we get it. Okay, we did not get it. I'm going to show my other screen. I'm trying to show it. Okay, here we go. This is very, very clean. This is very, very clean. I want to see us close above the volume imbalance, though. Very important that we close above the volume imbalance for me, right? You see the volume imbalance, how it rejected price there? Why is Tanja in a short? So we might hit OT again. This is gonna be a soup. This is gonna be a soup. Oh, I want to take this so bad. Should I just do it? This is gonna be a soup. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. I'll just wait for the inverse off of it. I'm not a financial advisor. I should not have said guarantee. Yeah, nothing's guaranteed. macros in 1 minute, right? So now I could actually get more contracts. Oh, wait, this is not S&T here anymore. You're in short. Hmm. Hmm. We might come down and sweep London again. Maybe. Longs after we sweep the lows. Yeah. I'm kind of watching for that as well. Because we keep dipping below midnight. Alright, we just swept the lows again. Now we have S&T with this low. We still have this 1 hour BPR. I think that it could be accumulation, manipulation, distribution, but you know, it doesn't really matter what I think. It's gonna do what it wants. Yeah. We might end up going lower, actually. Starting to look like it. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Tanja's short. It's working out for her. Good job. I wonder why Tanja shorted. Like, is it this sweep, break a structure for value gap? Because if so, it's just, I mean, it's such choppy price action. I'm surprised that she did it, but I wonder if Taja, you know, if we can watch her, if I can watch her stream after, because I would, you know, I'd want to learn from what she, what her entry was. I think I should close trade of 8. I think I'm not gonna get anything. Then again, we just swept out all those low resistance lows. Delivered to 1 hour breaker here. 4 hour for value gap. not obvious that delivery is bullish yet. I think I should just close the charts. But then again, I have 15 minutes left of, having to watch the charts, so. Yeah, I might just close the charts here. I'm tired, man. Like, every time I think we might get something, it's like, psych. Trading's hard. Happy I got that win, but sucks it was only, 1/3 of an R. That was dumb. Because I took TP1 at 1R, so it was 1/3 off. And the rest was at break even, so. So this is kind of the move that I was expecting for the day, honestly. This is kind of what I was expecting, anyway. It just happened later. That's so interesting. So this initial 1 hour change to delivery, yeah, that was the fake. It was a fake out, right? Fake out change to delivery. Then we come up, manipulate the highs, and then this wick is the manipulation, but throughout all of that, right, even though this wick manipulated the highs, the 1 hour change to delivery remained, and then we continued lower. Oh, you can't even see my screen. Sorry, guys. So like I was saying, right, we had S&T with previous day's high. We wick out these highs, and we don't on S&P, so there's double S&T. But notice how we never close above the 1 hour change state delivery the entire time. It still holds. It never invalidates. And then we deliver lower because the model was never invalidated. We never closed above. I'm getting so tired. So it's kind of what I thought was going to happen for the day. It just, we ended up sweeping the high first. We could end up getting a 5-minute inverse for buy gap, but I'm not taking anything at this point. Okay, I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna leave the stream going until 11:10 Eastern, but I'm not gonna be taking anything else, to be honest. 5 minute, this very possibly could end up being a 5 minute inverse frag out. I want to leave the stream running, just because, I'm supposed to stream the whole session to get chart time, and I'm just really tired. 5-minute for value gap. I'm wondering if we got 30-second. Change in state. It seems a little too easy. I'm suspicious. Well, maybe it's gonna work. That's crazy. Yo, what up, Medbach? Dude, I'm just super tired, but I do want to keep the stream going until at least 11:10. So I'm just kind of just chilling. Did you take any trades today? I took a 5-minute change state delivery. Only hit TP1 and got stopped at break even. And I really wish that I saw this 2022 model where we swept out these equal lows, broke structure right here, and left this fair value gap, which was perfectly in the fair value gap partition of our gold back levels, because this would have been oh, nice. Yeah, you can see this would have been like a 7R. Obviously you're scaling out, so, but at the max TP it would be like 7R. And yeah, I would take profit right there, because that would be my final take profit, because look at how perfect this is, right? So our fair value gap for the 2022 model, we sweep out these lows, we break structure, break above this high, we get our 2022 fair value gap forming right here. So enter there, stop loss at the low. This was so nice. I wish I took this. And then yeah, entry there, and obviously I'm scaling out, but you can see that we perfectly hit the high of the dealing range. So once again, what this is for the 2022 model, where should the fair value gap form? And it tells you exactly where it should form. So fair value gap formed exactly in the fair value gap partition. Liquidity sweep, break of structure, fair value gap. And then we expanded the dealing range high. So yeah, I wish I took that. Obviously I would have scaled out, right? I would have scaled. But this was objectively, this was the trade of the day. Just so clean, man. Clear AMD. And we're delivering from a 1-hour gap too. I just wish I saw it, because I just didn't even see it. But if I saw that we were in the fair value gap partition, and I saw that was a 2022 model, I probably would have taken it. Can you tell I'm tired? Alright, 1 minute. And we did end up getting previous day high SMT. That did end up holding. One minute left. One more minute. Okay, 11:10 Eastern.